Ooh, it didn't crash this time. Alright. Very cool. Okay. Let's check that everything is set up right. Maybe, I don't know, I had to move everything around. Alright, we got our mic. We've got our cameras. There we go. And we've got a whole bunch of play space to play Forever Alone Warhammer. So let me finish getting set up, and then we'll have some funs. I got the big old dumb Warcry dice. It should be a little bit easier to see on camera. So, hoping. Oh yeah, you can see them pretty good. They're pretty good. They're like, I don't know, these are like the Duplo of dice. So I figured they would work best on cam. So I figured they would what I would be using today. Same thing with my ruler. Nothing's gonna have super crazy range here, so I was like, crappy free Warcry ruler, go! And then we have our handy dandy lists that you can't see because they're white and they're blacked out. So, Battlescribe is amazing. So it is what I'm using for all of my guys, and I'll run through them in a minute. Talk a little bit more about what I'm going to be doing here. But Battlescribe is phenomenal. You literally just go in there and make a list, and it gives you everything. I mean, even for my Skitarii here that I'm going to be playing, my AdMech, it even gave me all the canticles, everything. Like, oh my god, it's so nice. Yeah, so, part of this is me just getting to play and have some fun, and part of this is, I want to look at my floating head. Part of this is also me trying to remember what these guys do. I haven't played them in forever. I've only ever really gotten to play them like a couple of times. In between COVIDness, the faction I actually played the most was actually my demons. I built this whole army for Crusade and never really got to play them. So part of this is me learning what they do. Part of this is me playing, having some fun. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. So let me see if I need to set anything else up. Alright, I've got my board, I've got my terrains, I've got my ruler, I've got my dice, I've got tokens set up all around the map. These are numbered. That's the right side up. Ooh. These are numbered. We're going to use those to spawn in enemies. Yeah, should be pretty good. Okay, so running through what I'm doing. So there is a gaming company called Fat Shark. They produce PC games. Most notably related to Warhammer is Vermintide and Vermintide 2. They are producing a 40k game that's basically guardsmen versus poxwalkers. I thought that would be a pretty fun thing to actually try out on the tabletop. Since I've got about 50 poxwalkers painted now, and I've got a bunch of these Skitarii guys to be my unwilling participants, I guess. So I thought it would be pretty cool to break all of that out and see how it goes. And try to duplicate that idea sort of here. So I've set up sort of a cross section for a board. So there's sort of an entry on each side, this way and this way. And then I've placed one big objective right in the middle. So my idea is that my guys have to hold the objective, just so I don't like move them as far away from the poxwalkers as possible or whatever. I have to be holding the objective, and I have to survive until round 5. Now, a comic shop I used to go to when I lived on the mainland used to do like a zombie survival 40k thing every year, where you brought one mini and you battled basically poxwalkers until you died, and how long you lasted was sort of how well you did. And it was like a competition kind of thing, and they gave out prizes and stuff. It was pretty rad. So I'm basically going to be doing that, but I built myself sort of a kind of little thematic play squad here. And you know, like I've sort of put them together, even though they don't really make sense. So let me show you what I've got, and then I'll show you my enemies. And then I'll start off on the first turn, and as I do that, I'll sort of explain where my thought process is for everything. Because there's a good chance this isn't going to work. This is much more of like a play test than anything else. So let me check something real quick on the computers. On the computer. And then we'll get running through my guys, and we'll run through the rules and everything like that. Okay, cool. Right. I just wanted to make sure everything was set up. Sweet, and it is. Okay. So, let me show you what I got. So, I've got a 5-man team of Skitarii. The first one here has just a standard rifle. The second one's got a plasma caliber. Third one's got a standard rifle and a omnispecs. I've got a Vanguard with a radium carbine. And then I've got the leader with a power sword and a phosphor blaster. So my thought for these guys is that if this was like an action movie or an action game, you know, you'd probably have the guy with the gun that shoots a lot. You'd probably have the comms guy. You'd probably have a guy with a big blaster kind of gun. And you have the poor schmuck that doesn't have anything cool. And that's my thoughts on how I built this 5-man unit. So all of these guys, I'm going to spawn them in within 3 inches of the center marker here. So let's say we're going to put this guy here, put this guy here, comms guy will go in the back, radium carbine guy will go up on the boxes, that's kind of cool. This guy will go here. Alright, so they're going to spawn in there. Now every turn I'm going to roll at least 1d6 of dice, and I'm going to spawn that many poxwalkers on these markers. So for example, on turn 1 I'm going to spawn 1d6 worth of dice. On turn 2 I'm going to spawn 2d6 worth of poxwalkers. On turn 3 I'm going to spawn 3d6 of poxwalkers. Like that. So it really averages shouldn't be that bad, but it could be that on turn 3 I end up spawning 18 of them, at which point my guys are screwed. And this is going to be a very short game. Which is also kind of funny. If they're doing well, I'll spawn some Plague Marines and stuff as it goes further, just for, you know, because if this was a game, they'd be spawning special elites if you're doing well, so I will crank that out if my guys are doing pretty good. So, let me show you my poxwalkers. So, I've got a bunch of just standard poxwalkers from assorted 40k sets, and they're pretty great. And then I've got Nurgle's Rotters mixed in there just for a little bit of extra flavor. And this one here being a Bestigor, or I guess Pestigor, not Bestigor, but just a little bit extra flavor. So this is my team. I'm going to be running the totally standard 40k rules, except all the models are going to move independently, there's no morale, and there's no coherency checks. So basically, it's kill team with 40k rules. So none of this wounding for whatever. Wounding and then getting mortal wounds, and then you need 3 mortal wounds to die, and it makes you do more damage, and like, that's the most klutzy system ever. I'm not doing that. Using the 40k rules, they're much simpler. But we're moving all the models independently, and nobody's going to run away if they get more than 2 inches away. So, alright, so let me pick out some poxwalkers here. So we're going to spawn in 1 on each marker. Just grab some. Okay, so we're going to spawn 1 on each marker for the beginning of enemy turn. So at the start of the game, I'm going to spawn 1 on each marker just so I have something on the board and don't rely entirely on luck for the first one. Alright. So that's a poxwalker spawned in on each marker. Now we're going to roll d6. And we're going to spawn in that many more poxwalkers. Alright, spawning in 5 more poxwalkers. So, I'm going to grab 5 dice. And we're going to determine which marker they're going to spawn in on. Alright, so I've got 2 spawning in on marker 5, 1 spawning in on marker 4, 2 spawning in on marker 3. So the markers should be pretty visible on camera, except that I put the guys on them because I'm a dummy. But in case they're not, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I made sure that each one of these is within some kind of combat range. So the poxwalker should be able to walk and then charge and get within combat. If they, none of the markers are like on the completely far other side of the table. Something like this, it's not intended in any way to be competitive. It's just, I want to have some fun. I want to put my models on the table, which I haven't gotten to do in a billion years. And I want to roll some dice, and I want to blow up some poxwalkers, and just have some fun with it. So we got 2 spawning at 3. And it doesn't have to be like crazy competitive or any of that nonsense. And 1 spawning at 4. So there we go. We have 11 poxwalkers on the table, 5 poor guys to try to murder them. So, that should be good. Should be totally set up and ready to go. So, before I start off, enemy logic. So again, this isn't intended to be crazy competitive or anything like that. So the enemy logic is very simple. If they are primarily a shooty unit, they're going to attempt to move, say, from here. They're going to try to move to cover, be within range, and shoot. If they are a melee unit, they're going to move as far as possible and then try to charge to melee. And that's basically what they're going to do every turn. Nice and simple. Nothing crazy. If they're within this range, do this, blah, 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 blah. The enemy there is really, there's something to shoot at. They're an excuse to play these guys. They're an excuse to play, like, my characters. They're not super, super complex, super, super competitive, anything like that. And now my reasoning for that is I've done some solo Warcry. And it's fun, but the logic in that from some of the systems that I've tried generally is complex enough to the point that I don't focus on enjoying playing my guys, and I focus on doing the logic to play the enemy. Now that seems counterintuitive, and it's because it is, and that's why I decided to make these guys much, much simpler. So basically they're going to move, and they're going to charge. Really easy, really simple, solo play, kind of fun stuff. So, with that, let's get rolling. We've got our enemies on the table, we've got our allies on the table. Allies are going to take first turn, because otherwise I think that could be super, super unfair. So, these guys are... They are Forge World Graya, so they cannot fall back, but they get a chance to come back from the dead. So let's roll for some Canicles. Canicles are just buffs that AdMech, these guys, get at the start of every round. You can pick them, but that's no fun. Alright, so we're going to get number 5. Number 5 is effective units have +1 strength. So that's pretty rad. Alright. Now, I will hopefully remember these by... We're going to get one. Going to get a command point. Basically, these are just going to be for rerolls and for... What's it called? I'm not going to give myself any basic command points, otherwise I could command point power the hell out of this thing. Alrighty. So, let's start rolling for some dudes. Okay. Let's see what we got. Alright, each one of these guys has a 6-inch move. So I do want to try to get some away from the marker. So they have some like recompense to move around. So this guy's going to move over here. And they're kind of surrounded, which makes this a little hard. This guy, he's gonna move. Whoop, that guy's gonna fall down. This guy's gonna go try to fight these guys over here, because he's got the melee chopping action. He's the leader. Gonna charge in, have some fun. All right, that's what we got there. Everybody else is just gonna hold where they are. Gonna move this guy over a little bit, like that. Everybody else is just gonna hold where they are, and it should be good. All right, so let's commence some shooting. Let's fire off with that plasma caliber first. Let's try to thin out these guys. So I'm gonna put, I've got 2 rounds. I'm gonna put 1 round in each of the guys in the front. So these guys have a ballistic skill of 4+. All right, 1 misses, 1 makes it. And the weak strength. Let's look at our friendly poxwalkers. They're basically made of paver, but they have disgustingly resilient. Let's see, they're toughness 3. This is a 7 toughness weapon plus an extra 7 strength weapon plus an extra strength. So that makes it 8 versus 3. So wounding on 3s. Yeah, wounding on 3s. No, wounding on 2s. Nice. Okay. All right, wounds on a 5. I need to roll over here. That's smarter. Wounds on a 5. AP -3. These guys can't. They don't have a dodge anyway. Damage 1. So one of them just fucking explodes. So, splot. I'll keep a running tally to see how many they kill at the end for the fun of it. Alright, so that's him, John. So let's roll some shots for this boy here. So I want to clear out this poxwalker here. It's a little hard to see. We're going to clear him off that mark. So we're within rapid fire range. So we're going to get 2 shots because this is a rapid fire 1 weapon. 2 shots. 1 makes it. It's going to be strength 4 versus toughness 3. So wounding on 3s. And we don't wound. The completely generic guy is completely useless. Alright. Mr. The comms guy here. He's going to shoot at this little poxwalker friend over here. He's got the same gun, but he's got an all specs, so he doesn't have to worry about cover at all. Good job, buddy. Oh, these guys are so fucked. They are so fucked. Okay. Our friend here with the fancy pew pew gun. He's got, that's an assault 3 weapon. Okay. It's assault 3, so we're getting 3 shots. Wow, really? 2 1s and a 2. Man, alright. I see how it is. I see how it is. Alright, you guys gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a really bad time. Okay, so let's go with the captain. He's got phosphor blast pistol, which is 1 shot. He's gonna put it into one of the poxwalkers back there. You guys whiffed your whole turn. Damn, son. You whiffed your whole fucking turn. Literally, all 3 of these guys in the middle whiffed all their shots. So sad. So sad. Alright. So, pour one out for the homies, because they're not going to survive at all. So this boy's gonna charge. He's gonna charge into those poxwalkers. Let's be serious. It's like a 4-inch charge. So yeah, we make it with 10. They can't fire Overwatch because they're fucking poxwalkers. He's gonna get a range of both of them, like that. All right, now he's got a really cool power sword, which is going to be strength +1/+1, so it's going to be 6. That's going to be wounding on 2s. And he's got a ballistic skill of 3+. So he's got 2 attacks because he's the boss. Does he get an extra attack for running? No, he doesn't get an attack for charging. I thought he might get an attack for charging. Alright, 2 attacks, going to put 1 into each guy. Yep, both hit. These are going to wound on 2s. There we go. Doing some good. Doing some good. That is AP -3. That means these guys would have to make a 10+ save on a 1 dice, which is impossible. So they're both dead. Because he's a boss. Looks like everyone that moved off the marks actually did good work. Alrighty. So that puts us at the end of the round. The enemy didn't blow this up, anything like that. Now they get to move. Okay, so everybody, they all have a 4-inch move, I believe. Because they're fucking zombies. Yep. They've got a 4-inch move and a 5+. Okay. So let's move them. Everybody, they're 4. So this guy, he's gonna go over the boxes because he's a fucking zombie. So he's going to have to go up and over, so he's only going to get there. This guy's going to move his 4 to here. These guys are each going to move in 4. So, bing, bang, bosh. These guys are going to move towards the closest enemy, which happens to be now my Ranger Alpha. Bing, bang. This guy's going to move towards the plasma caliber guy. Bing. Alright. Okay. Closing in. They don't got any shooting, so we don't got to worry about that. However, they've got some charging. So let's get some charging in. We're going to go on these guys here in the back. We're going to... Yeah. Alright, so... we'll say the guy in the front first is going to charge. I'm going to fire Overwatch with him. I'm going to use my 1 CP. We're going to fire some Overwatch. See how it goes. Alright, so charge from the guy in the orange. Alright, he'll definitely make it. Let's fire some Overwatch there. 3 shots. Hitting on 4s. No, hitting on 3s. Might have screwed that up over there. Oh well. Hitting on 3s. Alright, all 3 hit. Wounding on... What is that strength? Gee. Oh, come back. Okay, so wounding on 3s. Alright, so they all wound. So that guy, he is blown apart as he would charge. So they managed to clear out 4 guys. That's pretty good. Alright, the other 2 guys in the back. I'm going to charge the same guy. He's going to make it. The other guy also going to clearly make it. They both got 7, which is kind of weird. But hey, that's cool. Alright, so they're going to charge up to our poor boy here. He's not in the best of states right now. Poxwalkers are not the best unit, but getting spit roasted by them is not good either. Alright, charging up. Alright, that guy, he needs a 7-inch charge right there. Wow, man. These guys, they got their freaking running shoes on. God damn. God damn, son. Alright. Guys in the middle, having a bad time. Alright, this guy's going to charge Plasma Caliber guy. As long as he gets double 1s, he'll make it. Yeah, he makes it. Getting swamped by Poxwalkers. Alright, 2 guys up on the top. First guy. Ooh, is it a 3? Yeah, it's a 3. Easy. Second guy. I see a 5. I don't know what this other one is. It don't matter. That 5 is going to more than make it. Alright. Put him there. We'll put him there. Oh, these poor AdMac. Now all the Poxwalkers gonna fight first. Alright, so they've got a weapon skill of 5+. They all get well, they all get 2 attacks. Look at that shit. Alright, so let's roll some dice. We're gonna do this green guy right here. Okay, 1's gonna make it. So that's 1 attack going in. They are strength 3 versus toughness 3. So they're going to be wounding on 4s. Oh. Man! First death of the game. Alright, let's see if he survives due to Graya. Oh, is it 5 or 6? Is it 5 or 6 up? I need to look that up. He might actually just shrug that off. Oh no, it's 6 only. Damn. Alright, in true action movie fashion, the comms guy dies first. Blah. Alright, now they're gonna consolidate in. They're gonna consolidate in on that guy. Alright, so that's their fighting done. Let's do the fighting on these 2 guys here in the back. Doing the best of gore first. Wow, man, these are some badass Poxwalkers. Oh, Poxwalker rule. When they kill something, they spawn another guy. So, because they convert them to being a Poxwalker. So there we go. Okay, so 2 hits, both hit. Let's see if they wound. 1 wounds. Damn. All right. Oh, I forgot to see if this guy would have saved it. Shit. He had a 4-up save. Let's see if he would have saved it, actually. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me back up. Okay, so I rolled a 5. That should have been his saving That should have been his saving throw, not the Grya throw, because he wouldn't have done. Which means he would have saved it, which means this guy doesn't clear. Alright, I'm trying to remember how to play my guys. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, so you saved it. You, however, died. Oh wait, no. Now I need to roll for your saving throw. And then, okay. I'm figuring it out. I haven't played Warhammer in a long time. I'm trying to get back in the roll of it. Literally. Alright, this guy's saving throw. Okay, he makes it. He's fine. Alright, so now we're going to need to attack with this guy because the comms guy actually wouldn't have died. Alright, 1 goes through. Let's see if it hits on a 4. Doesn't hit. Alright, 2 attacks from this guy here. Neither of which hit. Alright, this guy into the plasma caliber guy. Neither of which hit. Guy in the orange pervert coat, or guy in the brown pervert coat, I guess. 1 hits. See if it wounds on a 4. It wounds. Let's see if my guy can save it on a 4 up. He can. Alright, attacks from the red guy. Crap, I couldn't see what that was. Alright, neither of which hit. Okay. okay. Alright, now that my guys get to do their attacks back. They have crappy attacks for pretty much everybody with a rifle. So, let's see. They all have 1 attack. It is weapon skill 4, strength 3. Okay, so this guy's attack into the green poxwalker. Oh, it hits. It's going to wound on a 4. Doesn't wound. This guy's attack into the green poxwalker. Hits. Oh, hits and wounds. I forgot to disgustingly resilient the first set of poxwalkers that I shot. Fuck. Oh well. This is why we're learning, boys and girls. Okay. Disgusting resilient, 5 up. Does not make it. Alright, so he's bashed. So he's off the table. Alright, I've got disgusting resilient this poxwalker, so okay. This guy attacked, he didn't do anything. This guy killed a guy. Let's see if the plasma caliber guy can hit somebody. Nope. Alright, Mr. Weapon Sword back there. 2 attacks, 1 attack going into each guy. It's going to work on a 2. Yeah, 1 guy's dead. We'll keep the guy with the pervert coat because it's fine. Alright. He's off the board. And that is the status at the end of round 1. These guys are Grya. They cannot fall back, unfortunately. So we only have 1 guy that is capable of shooting. This is really bad. Alrighty. Start of the round. Let's spawn some more poxwalkers in. 2d6 were the poxwalkers. Alright, we've got 6 poxwalkers coming in. We need 6 dice. There we go. Alright, so bing. Oh, really nice mix of them actually. Okay, let me grab some poxwalkers. Alright, so we've got 1 on marker 1. We've got 1 on marker 2. We've got 1 on marker 3. We've got 2 on marker 5. Yeah, there we go. 2 on marker 5 and 1 on marker 4. Marker 4 has a guy on it, so we're gonna have to spawn him a little further back. There we go. Just so he's out of an inch. Alright, cool. Looking good. Alright, so first round of our new guys here. Okay. Thinking. Alright, so let's do shooting first. This guy's pistol into the pervert guy. We're going to put 1 round into the pervert guy because I'm in or no, I guess, yeah, it's 1 round, right? It's pistol. Phosphor pistol 1. Yeah. I'm going to put a shot into the pervert guy. Oh, it hits. It's going to wound on a... Oh, no, I need to roll for mechanicals. That's right. Mechanicals would have been 4. They get the bonus of cover for their saving throws. Oh, that's right. I totally didn't use any of the cover. I also didn't declare what type of cover it all is. Learning, boys and girls. All right. Okay, so it hits. Let's see if it wounds. Nope. I would have gotten a command point, which I will probably just use on Overwatch. Yeah, we'll just use it on Overwatch. It's fine. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to use it on that shot. We're going to re-roll that wound of 1. That didn't help. Okay, so that's pointless. Alright, so the only other guy that can shoot is this guy. He's going to put a round into Big McLarge over here. Guy's going to get 2 rounds into him because it is a rapid fire 1 weapon. 2 rounds. One's a 6. That one's a 4. Okay. That weapon is 4, so it's going to wound on 3s. Both wound. Okay. This guy can't dodge it because he doesn't have a dodge. Let's see if he can disgustingly resilient it. He disgustingly resilients 1 of them, but it's not enough. Blech. Off the board. Alright, nobody else can shoot, unfortunately. So we're going to get into the charge phase. I don't want to charge anybody because I only have 1 guy in charging range. Or I only have 1 guy that can charge. So that means we're going to have to get into the melee phase now. Alright, so we're going to... Let's start off with meleeing from... oh wait, no, the enemy gets to go first. Ooh, this is bad. Bad. Alright. This guy, gonna melee into him with his 2 attacks. Hitting on 5s. 1 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wounds. Alright, can my guy shrug it? He's gonna have a 3 up because of the thing. He cannot shrug it. Alright. Let's see if he Grayas it. He does not. Alright. First guy to die is the comms guy, like before. Blah. You will be remembered as an enemy poxwalker. We're gonna... Is it fair to pile in? I think it is. I think this guy doesn't get a pile in, but the red guy would get to pile in. So he's going to pile in. I think that's fair. Alright. Both of these jabronis. One hits. See if it wounds on a 3. Does not. Alright, the guy here fighting the plasma caliber guy. Oh crap, what are those? One's a 4, the other one's a 4. Alright, neither of those hit. This guy, pervert guy, into my leader. Wow, both hit. See if they wound on 4s. Both wound. Holy shit! Alright, saving those on a 4 up. Man, dude. Alright, Gryaing it on a 6. Pour one out. Man, he was the killer. I needed him. I needed you and you let me down. R.I.P. the leader. Alrighty, let's see. We're thinning out fast. Okay, so now my guys get to attack back. They all have one attack. Why do they have less attacks than boxwalkers? Man, that sucks. Alright. One attack going into him. Nope. One attack going into the Pestigore. Oh, it hits. It wounds. Alright, so that's one dead. Oh, wait, because he was only at 5 up. Nope. Alright. You're gone. I want to keep the Pestigore on the board. He's a cooler model. Alright, this guy gets to attack into the red guy. Nope. Okay, now we go into the enemy phase. Bloop. 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 Alright. Let's do some charges. This guy into that guy. Yep, makes it. This guy into that guy. No, that's a fail. This guy into that guy. Makes it. Oh, this is exactly how you don't want this to go. Alright. This guy into... I think technically this guy's closer. Yep, makes it. That guy, same guy. That's a 9. Is that enough? Just is. Oh, dude, you're gonna have a bad time. These guys into the plasma caliber guy. Yep. And 6 and a 2. Alright, that makes an 8. Alright. Next time when I do this, I am not going to build a big wall right in front of where my arm goes. The more you learn. Alright. And now my guys basically just get fucked into the floor. Alright, so this first guy, he's going to have 2 attacks from each of those guys because this guy doesn't get to attack yet. So that's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. Wounds. Man, alright. Let's see. 4 up. Alright, he saved it. He's good. 2 attacks from those guys. No, he gets to attack. He doesn't get to attack yet. 1 hit. No wound. Alright. 2 attacks from these guys into that guy. 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. Nope. Okay. Now my guys get to attack back before the last 3 get to go. Alright, 1 attack into one of those guys. Actually, let's just roll all their attacks at the same time. They don't really matter which order they do it in. How are you running out of battery, Mr. PC? How? Alright, hold on. Hold on, you motherfucker. Shit. There we go. think we can make that work. Huh? There we go. The beef of success. Okay. Room's a little bit of a landmine of cables now, but we'll figure it out. Okay, what was I doing? It was one attack. Oh, that's right. I rolled all their hits at one time. All right, one hit. It's gonna be this guy. Doesn't do anything anyway. Okay, now the last three get to attack back. First off, this guy into him. He might die. Let's see if he saves it. He does. Alright, this guy into him. Oh, shit. What is it? What is it? It's a 3. Alright, he lives. All right, the last remaining guy into the plasma caliber guy. Nope. Alright, and that's the end of turn 2. My guys have made it through 2 turns. They're ace in the hole. The melee guy is dead. So, they're pretty much just, yeah. So, right now, they cannot clear out enough Poxwalkers in one turn. Yeah. They just, it's impossible for them to. So they're pretty much screwed. I would probably call it here, but I want to see who is the last man standing. So we're gonna play it into the ground. All right, so let's spawn some Poxwalkers. We're on turn 3. That means we're spawning 3d6 of Poxwalkers. Looks like that looks like a lot of Poxwalkers. That's 12 Poxwalkers. All right. Let's see. This is where they're gonna spawn. Okay. Got 2 spawning on 6. All right. That's 2 spawning on 6. That's 3 spawning on 5. Yeah, there is no way in hell my guys can survive 5 rounds now. They might, on some kind of weird prayer, might get to the end of this round. But there's no way they're making it past that. Alright, now we need to do 4 on 4. I think also my seat has sunk down because I'm a big old fat ass. I think that's making it a little harder to reach the further parts of the board too. There we go. And then we need 2 on 3 and 1 on 2. Alright, so there's the 1 on 2. And I want to use the last Pestigore, so it's going to be the 2 on 3. I love the Pestigore models. Alright, so there we go. That is the swarm. That is 11 Poxwalker, or 12 Poxwalkers showing up on this turn. 3, while I still had 5, while I still had 9 on the board. If my guys were Terminators, they would still probably be having troubles. I will say next time I will probably do this with Marines. So they get that 2 wounds. 2 wounds. 2 wounds. Alright. Yeah. They're fucked. Okay, well, it's their turn. They don't get any shooting. They can't fall back because they're Graia. They can't charge. Oh, I get a command point. I think also maybe giving yourself command points like it was a combat patrol game might not be a bad idea. Think of that for next time. Alright, so that's my guys. Man, okay. They can't do anything. Now we're going to get into the combat phase where the enemy gets to attack first. Oh, it hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts so much. Alright. This is for the first enemy going into him. Neither hit. For the second enemy going into him. Both hit. And second enemy going into him wounding. 1 wounds. Let's see if he can save it. He does. Plasma caliber guy, first enemy. 1 hits. 1 wounds. Does he save it? Yes. Second enemy going into plasma caliber guy. Nada. Third enemy going into plasma caliber guy. Nada. Alright. Those 2 survived. So they'll get to each do their 1 punch attack. Alright, so first enemy going into radium carbon guy. Hits. Doesn't wound. Second enemy going into radium carbon guy. Nothing. Third enemy going into radium carbon guy. Hits. Nothing. Fourth enemy going into radium carbon guy. 1 hits. Wounds. Be the end of radium carbine guy. He doesn't save it. Does he Graia it? Nope. I'm gonna re-roll. No, I'm not. At this point, my guys can't survive. They're just gonna try to get higher body count. Alright, so this guy that was in combat at the end, he's going to pile in. Okay, that's all of their attacks done. Now it's my guy's turn. I still have 1 guy on the objective. So even if the guys survive, I can't lose the objective. So we're going to attack with the plasma caliber guy first. He's going to go into one of the billion poxwalkers around him on a 4 up. Hits. Wounding on a 4. Sad. Sad. Alright. Poor Mr. Generic Joe here. I'm going to re-roll that. I feel bad for him. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Now the Horde is going to move forward. Oh, let me take a step back. That's the end of their turn. They can't do anything else. Now moving into the enemy turn. I would be really curious to see how this went with Marines. Okay, that guy's going to move up to there. These guys are all going to move up their 4. These guys are also going to move up their 4. These guys are also going to move up their 4. There's no order, no logic in how I'm activating them. I'm just sort of grabbing whichever ones I wanted to grab first. Their 4 as well. Okay, they have no shooting, so now they're going to charge. Let's do the big guy out in the back first. Nope. Let's do it the guy with the robot arm right here. Is that a 9? Yeah, he would actually make it in. Alright, these two back here. First guy doesn't make it. Second guy at an 8. Is that an 8? Ooh, yeah, he will. No, he'll. No, because he'll have to go round. So he can't move through all that shit without going over it. And that's not enough, because he would have to count up and down for it. Okay, so he stays where he is. These two. Yes. Yes. Those three. First one's a no. Second one is an 8. Is that enough? I actually don't think there's room on that guy to charge him. Oh wait, no, they're in 28mm bases, which means they're less than an inch. So he can get within an inch. Yep. Big boy coming through. Watch out, maximum chungus. Last guy is also an 8, so he can also make it in. Just imagine being these guardsmen. That's not far enough. Yep. Like just imagine this, like, ever encroaching, like, stinking, rotting horde. That's not enough. Alright, guys in the back. Is that a 6? Nope. Other guy in the back. What, a 9? Is 9 enough? Yes. Alright. So, these three guys all charged. So that means there's going to be 6 attacks going into my boy with the generic rifle. 2 of them hit. 1 of them wounds. Does he save it? No. Does he Graya it? Come on, dude. Yes! Yes! Alright, he actually Grayas it. Nice. That's really cool. Alright. 6 attacks again, going into guy with the plasma caliber. 3 of them hit. See how many of them wound. 1 would wound. Does he save it? Yes, he does. Okay, my guys, they now get to attack back. Not that it makes a lot of difference. 1 attack. Going into one of the Poxwalkers that hasn't attacked yet from him. Hits. Wounds on a 4. Wounds. Poxwalker disgustingly resilient. No! The pervert coat guy is dead. Alright, 1 attack from him, attacking into one of the guys that hasn't attacked yet. Jack shit. Okay. That means there are 4 attacks going into him. Hitting on... Are we hitting on 5s or 6s? 5s. Okay. Hitting on 5s. Oh, see if he Grayas it. Or no, let's see if he saves it. He does. Okay. He is going to live until round 4. What is this fucking nonsense? Alright, let's see. How many attacks does that guy have? He has he has 4 guys around him. So 8 attacks going in. Two hit. They both wound. Does he save them? Yes, he does. They're both living till turn 4. What is this madness? Alright. Turn 4. How is this game still going? $19 Poxwalkers. $19. Fuck it, let's do it. Alright, let's do it. Alright, first off, we're gonna do the first 6. We're the first 6. 1, 1, 2, 4, 3. Alright. I am actually going to run out of Poxwalkers. We are going to add, because I'm not reusing the dead guys, we're going to put as many as we can on the board. Two. Okay, let's do another 6. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I got another big chungus coming in. He's gonna go over here, big chungus. Do I have a 5? No, I have 4. Okay. And then we have 1 on 3. Alright, and then that means I have 1 left Poxwalker in my collection. The guy, the mechanic jumpsuit. Where is the last boy gonna go? He's gonna go number 4. Okay. That's a lot of Poxwalkers. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of them. Alrighty. Yeah, it is. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. My guys, they can't shoot, obviously, because they're all in combat. The enemy gets to attack first, because it's 9th edition. So we're gonna... Alright, the first enemy going into him. 1 hit. Is it wound? No. Second enemy going into him. Both hit. Doesn't wound. Second one does wound. Does he save it? No. Does he Graya it? No. I'm going to re-roll that. He Grayas it with my 1 command point. Okay. Third enemy going into him. This is so pointless. Neither hit. Fourth enemy going into him. Neither hit. Fifth enemy going into him. Neither hit. He is still alive fucking somehow. First enemy going into the plasma caliber. 1 wound. It hits. Does my guy save it? He does. Second enemy going into the plasma caliber. Third enemy going into the plasma caliber. Fourth enemy going into the plasma caliber. Fifth enemy going into the plasma caliber. 1 wound. It wounds. Does he save it? He does. Sixth enemy going into the plasma caliber. 1 wound. Saves it. No, it hits. I'm sorry. He does not save it. Does he Graya it? Yes, he does. Wow, that really is coming handy on these guys. Okay, now my guys get to attack back. 1 wound from each of them, 1 attack from each of them. They both hit. They're both going to wound on 4s again. 1 wounds. Oh, why was I rolling another dice? I don't know. All right, we'll say it's this guy. We'll say who cleared him out. Man, still going. All right, that's the end of their turn. They got to shoot their guns like 1 time. I need to screen better, man. Actually, what I needed to not do was not fucking whiff on that first turn with my like whole squad whiffing. That's what I needed to do. I did. They whiffed. Oh, fucking turn. Everybody missed. All right. That's the end of their turn. Turn 4. Now the enemies get to go. So, moving on up. 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 Oh, just got a text. Let's see what it is. This is so pointless. This is so pointless. Well, fuck it, I'm doing it because it's funny. Alright. Bing bang. Bing. Bang. Bing bang. Bing bang. Wow. You get to see these poor AdMech guys completely doubled up by these poxwalkers. They would literally have run out of space if it wasn't for the 28mm bases. All right, so they ain't got no shooting, but they got charging, and we're gonna do it, even though it's pointless. Because this is like a horror movie and it's kind of fun. Alright, so let's see what this charge would be. Shit. This charge would be... That'd be a 7. Alright, so guy in the pervert lab coat. Nope. Guy in the helmet with the tuft. Nope. Let's see what these guys would be. They would be like a 9. Double sword pinhead guy. Nope. Axe red guy. Nope. Tubby next to him. Yes, actually. Big sword meat arm guy. As well, yes. Green guy with single horn. Nope. Okay. This guy with the pole arm. Yeah, of course he's gonna fucking make it. It's like right there. Go. The Pestigore. Yep. And then he's just out of space. He is so out of space. But you know what? We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. These guys, they both have a 1-inch charge. They're gonna make it in. And this guy might make it. Which he does. there we go. That's a horror movie mob right there. These guys literally can't melee. This guy could technically get meleeed. Maybe we'll do it. Let's see. 7-inch charge from the red guy. Nope. Okay. So, these guys, they literally can't get in contact with him to charge and combat him. So, they can't charge. They have nowhere to go. These guys are the same. This guy didn't make it. Oh, mama. Alright. Enemy melee phase. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys charge him. So we're going to resolve the first 6 attacks from the Poxwalkers into him, and then we'll do it in 2 batches. No, fuck that. Let's do it in... We'll do it in 1 batch. 1 batch. 6 attacks from the Poxwalkers. Going into poor Mr. Graya with the rifle. Wow, 4 6s. Damn. I should play with these dice more often, man. They are really good sometimes. Alright, wounding on 4s. That's a 4, even though the dot's not colored in. That's weird. Can my guy save them on 4-ups? Saves one of them. Can he Graya himself? On 6-up, he doesn't die as I get stuck in my beard. Nope. He is dead. He gets mobbed down. Out of my 5-man squad, 1 man remains. And that is the Plasma Caliber. Let's give him a shot. He got charged by 1 unit. So 2 attacks going into the Plasma Caliber. 1 hits. Does not wound. Alright. So the Plasma Caliber gets to attack. He has 1 attack going into one of the fucking Horde. I just want to share the Horde. That is the Horde right there. Do you see that? That's how many dudes are gonna attack this poor guy after he does his 1 attack. I'm hoping he can at least take one of them dudes out with him. Come on, dude. This is your magic moment. 1 attack. You did nuke a dude with your Plasma Caliber before you got charged. Come on, 1 attack. It's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. Fucking shit. Alright, let's see what we got. We have... How many guys even is this? This is 6 guys within range to attack the Plasma Caliber. Get a big old handful of them dice. He's the last man standing in the Poxwalker apocalypse. Wow, out of 12, only 3 hit. Let's see if they wound. 4 ups. 2 wound. Does he save them? He saves 1, so he would die. Does he Graya it? He does not. Ripperoni. The last of my poor dead AdMech. Special shout out goes to the poor comms guy who died first. And to my melee leader who also got super beat down by 1 Poxwalker in a pervert coat. And there we go. That is the Poxwalkers winning on round 4 of this single player Horde mode zombie apocalypse. I am genuinely impressed my guys made it to round 4. Their first round was super, super bad. I had 3 guys in the middle that totally missed every single shot. Yeah. So that could have been better. That probably is what lost them the game because they got charged a lot earlier than I expected them to. But out of curiosity, at the start of round 5, at the start of the last round, the round where I would have won, How many more Poxwalkers would I have spawned? Well, none, because I'm out of them. But let's see how many I would have spawned. I would have spawned 11, 12, 16 more Poxwalkers on the board. Oh, alright. Next time I'm trying this with Marines. Get that 2 wounds, get some good shooting in there. My poor AdMech did not handle it. Maybe I'll give them like a big robot or something next turn. I'll pull some... next time I play, I'll pull some silly units, some like big robots. Maybe I'll give them a tank or something. And I'll come up with some other silly single player thing. I think my goal is to do one of these every Sunday. Some kind of like silly single player adventure kind of thing. Nothing serious, just sort of goofing off, rolling some dice. Getting to put my models on the table and be like, oh, they look so good on the table. I'm so happy I spent like 40 billion years painting them all. You know, something like that. So I'll be hopefully doing another one of these next Sunday, so it should be pretty good. But yeah, there we go. That is the Poxwalkers crushing the living hell out of my poor AdMech. How many kills did my AdMech have in the end? They had 6, 8, 10. They killed 10 Poxwalkers for 5 AdMech. That means, you know, they each had a KD of 2-to-1, so not terrible. Could have been better. Probably should have been better. But yeah, there we go. So hopefully if anyone watches this, they had fun watching it, because it was just a fun, silly thing to do. I had a good time doing it. And I'm probably going to be trying to come up with one of these single player dumb things every weekend. That's my goal. Trying to get stuff scheduled a little more, so I do one of these every Sunday, and then probably a painting stream like every Wednesday, something like that. And on that painting stream, I'll sort of I'll go back and talk about everything that I painted for that week. So you know, like a what's on the paint table kind of thing. And then I'll do I'll also do some actual painting at that time too. So yeah, so hopefully this was enjoyable. Next time I will either give my AdMech some bigger units, or I'll play like Marines or something in the next game. And I'll come up with some other kind of silly single player roles. In the comments, I will post the rules I use to do this. I'll do that every time. I'll post it in the video. And yeah, it should be good. And yeah, if you watch this, thank you for watching.